Drop it. know. Hey, he's asking me about their study hall today. One second, just trying to fix this audio. Wow. Okay. So it's good now. All right, great. So what I'm gonna do is just turn on the processing. It still sound okay? Better? Okay, and we're live. Wow, that sucked. That really sucked. Okay. No, Jesus, Jesus. That really sucked ass. Um, okay. Good morning. Good morning. Was it a sample rate issue? Actually, maybe. I don't know. Where's Applejacks when you need them, right? I'm a one-man band, but good morning. Thank you all for just hanging out here. And yeah, the market is going to open in 5 minutes. We had PPI, came in softer than expected. So what does that mean? Well, that means hold on to your hold on to your child because tomorrow is CPI. Yeah. All right, we're gonna trade safe today. It's all about trading safe. So this is what's gonna happen. This is going to be uh, Tyler. The rest of my weekend was fine, dude. I just relaxed. So what we're gonna do is go through live trades, etc. This is gonna be sort of kind of like what study hall would be like. There is built-in latency with YouTube. I don't know how. Uh, don't know how much latency is built into YouTube at this point. But study hall is live in real time, and we use a Zoom platform. So if you want more streams like this, where we're live trading, and I'm thinking making study hall as possible twice a week. Okay, possible. So I owe you guys over at study hall. I'll see you guys on Thursday for real time trades. We've been killing it. If you guys have been watching me over in study hall, we have been killing it. So Caesar, good morning. Good morning. Hey, let's see. Let's get to the charts, okay? So hopefully this works. Yay, it works, guys. Yeah. No technical difficulties from the audio side, or excuse me, video side here. So great. We're looking at NQ. We're gonna go on over to MNQ. A lot of you should be trading MNQ. And let's really talk about this before the market opens really, really quickly. What time? It's let's see, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. All right. So all right, guys, let me tell you something. You know, for a lot of you, for pretty much all traders, a lot of traders, the problem isn't necessarily the trade or even your system. The problem is almost always size. It is almost always size. Okay? And that is a problem that a lot of traders face. There's an idea here that if I size big, I make more money. And that is so far from the truth when it comes to trading. In trading, size doesn't really matter. It's unlike in other things where it just might. But when it comes to trading, no, it doesn't matter. Um, because all you're doing is increasing the size of your volatility, right? So if, let's say, I'm trading one lot versus 25 lots, the size of volatility is just astronomical, right? That's really where a lot of traders just get it messed up, because it's that volatility and that size that wrecks the account before a trader can even become profitable, before a trader can say, okay, my system works, before the trader can have enough reps using the system to see that it in fact works. That's why we do 1% allocation, no more than 2% allocation in a trade, and we keep the size small so that when we do have to oversize, when there's an opportunity to size bigger, which is adding to the trade, right? So essentially what that looks like is, if we have a trade here, we're not going to go ahead and go 25 lots, 10 lots off the rip, right? So this is MNQ. Let's say we go, let's say five contracts right here, right? So that's what we're going to be playing with, 5 MNQs. Essentially half of an NQ, right? And so that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be trading here live, which is 5 MNQs. You really don't need to size any bigger than that. For some of you, it's better that you trade with 1 MNQ. And for those trading with prop firms or a prop firm account, the smaller you trade, the better. Like, I know they go ahead and they create that urgency of past same day, here's a promo, blah, 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 blah. But all that is to have you build habits while you're trying to pass the prop firm challenge. And then you take those habits into a live account, and then you just blow up the live account. And then you do it all over again, right? There's always that sense of urgency. It's interesting with money, people become so, I don't know, idiotic with it. They're chasing it. There's so much urgency to make money. Okay? So much urgency to make money. And, it's people do amazing things for money. People marry for money. People strip for money. People do illegal things for money, right? So money makes us do stupid things. Let's go ahead and make money the right way. Make money the right way, okay? And here is a trade design that happened at 8 this morning on the 5-minute with M&Q. I know you guys are all there watching that data candle, right? And now we got this 9:30 market open. That's that candle there. That's the market open candle. We're just going to hang out here, right? We're going to see what ES is doing. And MES... I do have a level drawn up here for a reason, and we're going to see. There's a reason why this level was drawn. We'll see if we come right up to it. Barely coming right up to it. Possible rejection from there? We'll see. Okay? All right, MYM. So everything looks to be pretty, I don't know, pretty optimistic with the data, even though you got CPI tomorrow. That's interesting. You did have a trade design here. I feel like my entry would be way too late, given that the trade design, well, that was 9:25. Here goes to 9:30. But yeah, that's 10 minutes too late here. Already looking at pretty much a 2-to-1, right? So if you managed to get this trade and you got this alert and you jumped on in, congratulations, you made bank, right? So what are your favorite tickers? That's what I want to know for some of you. Is it YM? Is it ES? Is it NQ? What are your favorite tickers? Caesar says I have about 5 second delay. Okay. I guess that's tolerable, right? Okay. So, um, MYM, again, we're not chasing anything, guys. I really want to wait for the market to give me a setup. All right, we got M and Qs, MES, NQ. Bob Marley likes his YMDC, likes that, MES. Right, MES is my baby. I can manage better MES, no crazy moves for the most part. Absolutely. NQ made a move. All right, we're going to go ahead and check that out. MES, okay. So everyone has their cadence. Everyone has, their tolerances. And I think a lot of that has to do with the size of the move, right? It's the size of the move. So Don Jones likes to trade NVIDIA. Nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at NVIDIA. Let's see if we have any trade designs with NVIDIA. I'm looking to see if I don't really have anything with NQ. Let me see something here. There's nothing going on with NQ, guys. I'm looking over to the 3-minute here, and 3-minute gives us a trade design. And am I gonna know? Should I or not? All right, I don't know. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay. Let's talk about it, right? So you guys remember 1348. We would alert you on a 3-minute to prepare you for the 5. That's essentially what this looks like here, right? It's you can, if you don't see anything on a 5, you can go to the 3-minute and see if there's something that can get you into the trend, right? Get you into that 5-minute trend. Unfortunately, well, we don't really see that. What we're seeing is we're stalling up here somewhere. So I'm going to go back to the 5-minute and see what I'm probably going to look for here, guys, with M&Q. Or, let's see, let's go to MES. there you go. Wow, okay. So I know I had that level there for a reason at 54.12. And it looks like we rejected there. So anybody who was in ES and you saw that level, congratulations. You should have respected it, maybe secured the back there. So you made some money there if you were in this trade. Just really fighting this level. Okay. For me, guys, when I see something happening that I don't like happening, that's when I close my trade. And a lot of people ask me that question, like, Gabe, when do you close your trade? When I see something I don't like, really, really that simple. If I made my money and I see something I don't like, I just close my trade. If it runs on me, who cares, right? At least, I stay loyal to myself and my thesis and my trade design. All right, so programmer, how did I get that level? I don't got time to look for it. I know it was there. So, but... let's look at NQ. And, okay, NQ is sort of kind of stalling here as well. Let's look at NVIDIA.
NVIDIA.
Let's see. Let's see what's happening here with NVIDIA. And here you go. So you got the ribbon, green ribbon, turning red. And we get the candle breaking below the ribbon and Excel. And of course, when we look at trend thrust, we start seeing the wicks forming underneath the candle. So when we are trending up, we want to see that these candles are developing without wicks underneath. That's something you want to look for. When you start seeing the wicks underneath the candle, that's when you need to start questioning the trade. Sorry, Kevin. IWM. Let's go ahead and check out IWM right now. And IWM, nothing there for me. It's breaking. Okay. Yeah, use the wicks. You go into trend thrust, guys. You go into your settings there. You could change the style and the wick color. Change to white. You could also change the border to white as well, so it really stands out. But we'll just leave it at black. I think it just stands out more if you leave it at black, right? Hey, figure it out. Play with the settings. In MNQ at 18,832 units. Nice. Do I trade RTY? It's IWM futures. No, I don't. I don't. Okay. Let's talk about this. The reason why I asked which instrument you guys like to trade. Some of you are MES and some of you are NQ. Once you find that instrument and you know your cadence, try not to bounce around, right? Yeah. Okay, fine. I don't trade it. I typically stick with NQ. I understand its cadence. I'm more comfortable with it. And even bouncing from MES to MNQ is just really, really different. It's a different feel, takes a different type of mindset, right? It's like with ES, you have to be a little more patient. And then with NQ, you have to be a little more proactive in your trades, right? You got to keep an eye on your trades. Make sure you don't get like a death candle that goes 30 points the other way while you got 5 contracts in there. Oh my God, that's pain. It's painful. Oh God, it's painful. It's painful. So I try not to bounce around from instrument to instrument. I just try to find something that works for me, right? And I think for most people, MES and MNQ is really all you need, right? All right, yeah, so that's MES, definitely rejecting from that level. Man, I hate when I'm right. I hate when I'm right. I'm really good at this stuff, guys. Okay, so let's go to M&Q here. So M&Q, what we see is the candle breaking Excel and the band. Now, guys, don't do this at home, but I have to make a living. So I'm going to go into NQ. Personally, I'm going into NQ, and I'm going 5 contracts in NQ. Now, what I'm going to wait for is a little bit of a retracement here from 18,832.75. I'm looking. How bad do I want it? Let me turn off the candles here, guys. This is me just trading. I am showing you pretty much just me live in action and what I'm thinking and what I want, right? And although this looks enticing here, I'm not ready. I don't know if I'm ready. Yes, I'm not ready. DC fan. Ah, smart. Exactly. I have no data here really when I look at it. So turn the candles back on. And it was a good thing I didn't go short. I was waiting for a little bit of like a retracement so I could take it short because that's what the candle looked like it was going to do, right, guys? And so this is one of those things you can do when you're like, oh, wait, it's going to break south. Okay, before you jump in, hide your candles, and you can see that we're literally just riding this trend here, right? With Excel and the band riding the trend. And you can see also, very little wicking going on with trend thrust here, right? So as it stands, nothing for me to do short side. So let me turn the candle back on. What does this tell me? This tells me to go long. And I may have missed my opportunity or no. I just went long here. And we're going to see how this works. Now, this is 5 NQs, guys. You could do 5 MNQs. What I'm going to do is target. I'm going to sell at 18,892. This is going to be a real quick trade for me. You guys, yeah, just watch in suspense while I'm down $200. Right. And so what I'm betting is I'm on the right side of the trade. Once again, if I see something I don't like at any given point, I bail. That is it, right? And I'm just making sure that whatever happens, I could afford to lose the trade. And so up 5, 825, 800. You know, I could go ahead and say, all right, I'll take profit there. It's just messing around. I will go ahead, set my stop, make it free. Now that's $1,000 right there, right, guys? That's 1,000. You know, that's not chump change. That's 1,200. That's 1,300, 1,400. This is happening within a 5-minute candle, 1,700. That's my sell limit right there. Okay. We're going to go ahead and bring this. All right. So this trade is profitable. If I get stopped out, I'm going to get stopped out, but my trade is profitable. We'll just close it there. I think I got stopped out, and then it looks like this thing is just acting funny on me. Interesting. No, I'm still in it. Uh-oh. Yeah. I think. Yeah, 1,000 gets you a fun night. Yeah, it's whatever. Looks like my trading view got what? It did not honor my move. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm still in this trade apparently. Oh, it filled me. It filled me up here. Damn it. Okay. TradingView froze on me. TradingView froze on me. Okay, that was $2,000. That's what that was. And then okay, so okay. JMac, right? Thank God. I mean, either way, I had my stop set for a take a profit. Oh, that sucks, right? Freaking stomach starts ugh, twisting and turning. Okay, so that was 2K, right? Now you gotta ask yourself, guys, when you're trading, and what's your end goal? Right? Do I just go in for more for the sake of more? Or do I now introduce volatility? Right? So I went in previously with 5 contracts, and I made 2K. I could go in 5 contracts again, and then lose 2K. You see? Volatility. Or I could go ahead and just walk away. And I think that is one thing that just most traders can never get a handle of is being able to walk away. I know it's hard. Walking away, it's not a human thing. You know, when you think about walking away as negative, you know, walk away from, you know, relationships and loved ones, you know, I mean, it triggers hurt. Trading is almost anti-human, if you think about it. William, I'm glad you gave up on CL. But trading is, in fact, anti-human, and you have to know. You have to know when to walk away. So, I mean, walk away. It's actually to your benefit. Walking away is one of those things that actually benefits your account. Let's see. Yeah, Christopher, Trade Seller really, really helps out a lot. Black Betty, 96 GT, what's up? Okay. So, stop, set it, and forget it. That's pretty much all you really need to do. In this instance, though, we were in NQ, and I just had to go ahead and make my money, right? So, cool. Made 2K in the day. I'll go figure my life out. Like, no, I got my time's busy. I have one-on-ones. Oh, of course I had trouble walking away. Guys, like, it's natural. It's natural. It's human to want to stay in something that is fucking toxic. It is. It's human. Anyways, back to the chart here. Let's see, we got ES. Let's check out ES. Right, so Daniel, and that's the problem. Assume, bit of range, pick around. It's just, what are we doing? There's really nothing to assume or guesstimate on the trade. The trend is up. That's what it's telling us. So we just trade the trend. And if you feel like you're too late on the trend, good, walk away. That's simple. I personally didn't feel like I was too late on the trend. Going back to the previous trade with NQ or MNQ, I was initially looking for that move down. I turned off my candles to help me realign my thesis, right? And yeah, we made money, guys. Right? Use the charts to keep you honest. Use the charts to keep you honest. That's why I've spent millions of dollars, wasted a lot of money, and probably people's time and lives. That would be like Hot Potato, who's, literally gone on 80, 100-hour, 120-hour weeks with me, building this out to make it like stupid proof. And then I just realized something. It's like no matter how idiot proof we try to make this, it's not going to work if you can't idiot proof your emotions. And stop trying to be smarter than a chart. Just allow the chart just to tell you exactly what it's doing. And so, again, that's why I took off the candles and I played the right direction. So JMax says, when you're green on a day and you take another trade and lose your gains, then it's even more challenging to walk away. Yeah, Hot Potato says he learned a lot from it and appreciates that time. Guys, shout outs to that man. And he bust his ass for me, like, with me. And he didn't have to. Alright, the guy says made close to $40 on that trade. He made 2K, but it's all relative. I'm done for the day. You got to think long term, people. Play at your port level. Is one-on-one training available here? We do one-on-one training, yes. Brian, yeah, he's the only one that stayed loyal. Imagine that, right? Oh man, Spokers is still okay. Thank you, Applejax. Applejax coming in for the save. Thanks, bro. Got my 1.5 on M&Q. That's awesome. That's awesome, Angel. That's awesome. All right. Let's see. There's also something you guys can do. Well, let's talk about that. Right? Protecting your gains. For me, I find it absolutely foolish to go in 5 contracts, make profit, and then go in 5 contracts again. For me, that's just stupid. If I were to go into the trade again, I have to think about how much money I want to bank. So I made 2,000 on a trade. If I want to re-enter that trade, how much do I want to bank? Is it 1,000? All right, cool. That 1,000 gets locked out. Now I'm playing with $1,000 worth of risk. That gives me a 2-to-1 on the day. Okay? Double dipping. Okay. So that gives me a 2-to-1 on the day. So how do I successfully manage that? Where I had a stellar trade and I want to jump back in, but I want to protect my gains. We size smaller at that point. We just size smaller. So instead of 5 contracts, I'll go in for 1. I'll tell you why. Because, and I want you guys to think about this, right? After $2,000, there's really not much more you could do with your life. If you're making $2,000 a day, right? I mean, you're up there. You're good. I mean, you're kicking ass, right? But I think a lot of that has to do with just you as a human being and your ego. Wanting to jump into another trade because you're a harvester. Humans are harvesters. Animals were harvesters. And we're harvesting a limited resource, which is money. That's ego. That's wanting to be right. That's even maybe just jumping into a trade to jump into a trade just to see if you are right. It's really, really wild because I do it. Yeah, Hot Potato is my witness. I'll jump into a trade just to, because it's a video game to me. And I want to see if I'm right. It's no longer about the money at that point. Hot Potato, see me do it. Yeah, it's 500 minus taxes. All right, MYM has a nipple. Okay. The B setup might happen on M and Q. We'll check that out in a second. Daniel brings up a good point because that's exactly what Hot Potato does. Guys, Hot Potato is securing a perfect month. A perfect month. Securing a perfect month. It's like a round of applause, right? And what he does is after he takes his trades, he goes into a paper account and he trades some more just to develop the solid reps, to develop, the confidence, to develop that second nature. Yeah, Hot Potato, exactly. If I'm going to say something, I put my money where my mouth is. 100%. Hey, talk is cheap, man. Action's everything. Let's go. All right, guys. What we got here? M and Q. Let me go back to NQ because I wanna show something here. All right. I'm still not right. Still not right. Remember this trade right here at 940, guys. All right. So many would have gotten married to this trade and an entry as soon as we had a candle penetrate the Excel line. So many people would have jumped onto this trade, gone short, and then they would have insisted on being right. Okay. How many of you have ever been in a relationship where, I don't know, maybe you feel like you're always right or your loved one feels like they're always right? Come on, we're human. Raise hands. Raise hands. How many of you have been in something like that. And you're welcome. Hairston, you're welcome. Angel, yes? Yeah. The man is always right. Yeah. Everybody knows it's just it's a dynamic. It's human. That's what I'm saying. Trading is so anti-human. Yeah, yeah. Happy wife, happy life. Even though, even when she's not right, we go ahead and we make that sacrifice. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. When we do that and we again, we're human, we bring that into trading, we can't accept when we're wrong. And that is really the hardest thing to master is accepting you're wrong in a trade. Now let's go to MYM. Everyone's like, hey, MYM, do it, do it. Okay, let's see what we got here. MYM, all right. So let's look at this. Let's look at this here. It is a trend down. We have two levels. We have the level here at 39,000. 39,586. All right, so I'm just going to say 586 here. And then another level at 572. And you can see the previous candle here. Let's zoom in. Let's see if I can get this in there. There you go. You see the previous candle here came down to that level, right? And then it bounced. And so are we going to come back down? I just see way too much congestion down here. Way too much. We have a level here. We have super trend that acts as a level at 571, 572. We also have another level just underneath that at 49. Then we have Excel acting as a level. Oh yeah, this is just that's what this looks like it wants to shape up to be, right? Just chop all day. We got our morning move and then just chop all day, right, guys? So I would say be careful and wait for a trade design to go south because there's really nothing being guaranteed right now. We have a candle going gray, cool. We need a break of the levels and the candle's going red and a trade design down. All right, we can scalp this, right? We could scalp this, but is it worth it? At least for me, probably not. Okay. And we got ES coming back down to a level, and let's see something. Yes, you stay away from gray candles. 100% stay away from gray candles. So what we find interesting is that ES is looking like it wants to go down. There's MES here. We'll do the same thing here, guys. Now I'm going to go to ES. I might trade this, right? And we'll hide. Oops. Let me hide the candles. Okay. Okay, so we want to close here. Oops. Sorry. We want to close here, guys. And then we want to see a band. We want to see the band shift from green to red. But we want it to close. And that's what we're waiting for. Okay? Now, why are we waiting for that close? I feel like the close on a band is more accurate than the close on a candle. Only because, well, it's about averages, right? So it has to move more in order to alter the average, which then tells me it's solid data, okay? So we'll just wait for that to happen. Nothing really going on here other than if I were to go long and let's see. Looking at this here. You know what, I'll just go long here. Alright, cool. Guys, we're long. And alright, that's 375 is 350. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna target high of day right here. This is NQ, by the way, guys. And the reason I'm going long is just I'm simply going with the trend here. And we're up 775. We're up 1,000. We saw 1,000. Okay, it's 3,000, close to 3,000. We'll wait for it. Am I gonna get a hit there? No. I didn't like what that candle did there, so I just closed. That was it. That's all I did. I didn't like what the candle did. So it was 1,000, then it brought me right to 500. I didn't like the way that candle moved at that moment, so I just closed my trade. Well, that's how I trade. Alright. My general thesis is to the upside, but yeah. We got out of that trade. I feel like I got out of that trade in the nick of time, honestly. So we'll see. But yeah, cool. $3,000, $2,500 on a stream. MYM down. We got a trade design down at MYM. Let's take a look at that. Okay. And we got a trade design down with MYM. Alright. Now let's really talk about this. You have a level here at 39514. Junior, good morning, sir. You have a level there at 39514. We don't have a close. We don't have a close. Oh boy. Okay. How long on this here? We got about 3 minutes before this candle closes. 3 minutes. Yeah. Not chasing that. Online seats, yeah, I'll do online seats as well. So, thank God we saw that level, guys. That this system, as long as you do not insist, this system will keep you safe and profitable. All we had to do is just keep an eye on that level. We had talked about all the levels leading up to this trade. Okay. Trend Thrust 3000 shows chop, and you're right, because we have wicks on both sides of the candle here. We have a wick on either side right there. So that is indicative of chop, okay? Let me go back to NQ and see what this is here. All right, so the candle did come on back. The trend is still up, so back in the trade, guys. I'm just scalping this on the trend. Trend is still up, right here. Oh, let's see, up 300, up 225, 400, 575. That sucks, right? You see what's happening there? I don't like that volatility. I don't. And because of that, I'll just go ahead and close it right there. 450, and we're done. We're done. We're trading the trend, and my read on this, guys, is really, really simple. Price action remains above the ribbon. It's obvious we are trending up. Our strength indicator here, RSI 3.0, spear strength, has maintained green in bullishness. So this is showing me that there is strength in our trend. This is showing me basically the direction of our trend, right? That's all trend thrust is, and it smooths out price action, but gives us the direction of the trend. So we got strength of trend and direction of the trend. Now here, I'm looking at the ribbon, and the ribbon, I'm going to, this band here, guys, basically becomes my trend line alongside Excel. So if I see that my band is in fact above Excel, I know I'm good for the most part. And so I'm not going to be a contrarian and trade against the trend here. I'm just going to go ahead and say, all right, if I see candle retrace a little bit and gets cheap, right? The candle gets cheap. So I get a cheap entry along the trend. This is a quick scalp to the upside. Just a quick scalp. Quick money with the trend, okay? Until the thesis changes. So structurally, where does everything change? Right, I'll show you guys structurally where it changes. Structurally, it changes when the candle breaks Excel and when the ribbon goes from green to red. Structurally, the trade changes, okay? But as it stands right now, it's maintaining integrity. Does it mean we're going to jump in right now? All right, well, we have to go ahead and do this now. And we could see how we're developing basically a nipple. We call it a nipple, right, guys? It's basically a point in our band, which signals a potential shift, right? So this is now where I'm going to stay away from it because this is pretty undecided. Here we had a nice healthy band that was developed and trending on up. Right here, not so much. So there's indecision here. Has it changed structurally? Not yet, but it will, okay? I am just going to go ahead and wait for that and be patient for that setup. Having patience and waiting for a trade to structurally change, like I just shared with you, where the candle's breaking your ribbon and then your band, your band and then Excel. And then we have our other indicators showing weakening in strength and in trend. That's when your thesis should begin. It shouldn't begin based on, oh, I just saw this candle. It's definitely hitting a level. I'm gonna play a rejection. No, that's not what we do here. Okay? Once again, I almost went short until I turned off the candle and looked at the integrity of our structure here. And it wasn't truly compromised. That's why I stayed going long. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Okay, there's no reason for anyone to jump ahead or just jump into a trade simply because they see or feel like it rejected off of something. You know, of course, you need confirmation. And that's what we give you with our color-coded system is confirmation. Makes sense? I hope so. It's... MES ribbon turned red. There you go. And so going back to this NQ, it didn't change structurally, and look what happened, right? We get the bounce, and if you were anticipating the move down, you would have gotten wrecked because that would have been against the trend. Now let's go ahead and look at ES. So ES, we have a ribbon breaking Excel. And so now we have to determine if this is just going to be consolidation where price action is going to hang out in between this take profit level here at 5406 and inside Excel here, right? So this is the range currently that it's in. That's about an 8-point range, guys. That's gonna be $400 at 8 points on one ES contract, I believe. Yeah, 400 bucks. Yeah, that could swing either way. We got a gray candle. The gray candle means do nothing. There's nothing to do, right? So even though the trade has now changed structurally, we do not have confirmation. That's why the candle's gray still. Makes sense? Right? Look for the structure change and then look for confirmation. Right? Don't anticipate a structure change. Okay? Don't try to front run a structure change. And don't overanalyze things. That is just so important with trading. Trading, again, is life, guys. You know, ever get into a conversation? Ever get into a conversation with someone and you're trying to explain yourself, and no matter how you try to explain yourself, it just doesn't go through. It doesn't calculate, no matter how much you try to explain yourself. I think with trading, and again, we tend to do that, right? We over explain, we over analyze, we do all those things, right? But when we're trading, we don't really need to do that. We don't have to. The chart doesn't have to over explain itself, right? Nothing really gets lost in translation with trading. Unfortunately, we're humans, so we expect it to, but it's not. Trading is not that way, right? As we say, trade the charts and not your hearts, right? This here is just, it is what it is, right? There's nothing to understand. There's nothing to interpret. It just is what it is. Is there where you go live often? Yes, that's what study hall is, and we make money just like we did here. But yeah, guys, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean the market looks pretty dead right now. MES. Let's go back to NQ. Okay. So we have a structure change. It didn't happen here, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That structure change is happening right now. If you anticipated it, you would have gotten spooked out here. You would have gotten spooked out here on this very candle at 10:10 if you attempted to front run the structure change. Now, me personally, I have a little more confidence in this structure change, right? I didn't take it here. You guys remember, or here? I did not take it there. Here is the proper change of structure. There you go, right there. And so you can go short right there. That was already a big move in a candle. We're just going to go ahead and have fun on this trade. I really don't care. We're going to prove a point, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my take profit here at 18,856. That's where I'm going to set my take profit, right? Or maybe the bottom of the wick there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That makes more sense, right? Okay. So now we are in this trade and we're fighting, right? This is common in pivots. This is common in a pivot where you're just fighting right here, right? That's why we say wait for confirmation, right? So just because we have change of structure, guys, and I'm just showing this, I'm highlighting this. That's why I'm in a trade, so you guys don't have to be in a trade. I really don't care. It's $975. I really don't care about this. But here we are in the trade, and you need to expect that. As a trader, you need to expect that what's happening here is a forceful change in momentum, So you're always going to deal with that volatility in this area here. Always, 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 always. And so that's why just because we got to change the structure doesn't mean we just jump right in. And even with the change of structure and confirmation of change of structure, guys, right now I have to deal with that volatility. Currently down $1,500. So that's telling me, all right, Gabe, why'd you take this trade? And I'm sitting here and I'm like, because YouTube made me. But we're going short and it's going to work out. So I'm not really worried about that. I have enough evidence that it's going to work out. Although I probably entered too soon before I got the proper confirmations. And that is that is why you trade small. And that is why you wait for the trade to come to you. Okay? Benjamin, good morning. We'll let the trade come to you. We trade small and we don't speculate or anticipate. We don't. Okay? So, as it stands, guys, this trade, as it stands, I'm still profitable on the day. Sucks. I should have stayed done with the day. And this is a great example of giving it back on a low quality setup. There's not enough momentum. Yes, not enough. Absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang out here, though. I'm going to leave it there. Now let the trade come to me. Now, where do I say I'm done? I say I'm done when I see another structure change where the candle breaks excel to the upside and I'm just absolutely done there, okay? So that's it. So we're going to let this trade do its thing and we'll come back to it. Actually, it looks like it's doing its thing now. We'll see. Let's check out some other indicators. It also would help, guys, if you don't babysit your trades and don't look at your trades so much. You're eventually going to be right. A lot of you get spooked out of your trades before you're even right, before you even let it get there. And you're like, damn it, why did I sell? Why didn't I just let it go? So we're going to go ahead and look at other trades and let this one marinate here, okay? So let's look at ES here. All right. Also, actually, William, that is a good thing to note because CL and the market are inversely related. And so, yeah. Whoa, CL. That death was pretty freaking epic, right? Wow. Did you take that CL trade, William? That trade design got you in. This was like perfect. You just had to be mindful of your levels. That is all. Wow, good stuff. Going back to ES here. So what we're also seeing here with ES, if we look at trend thrust here, you see that these candles are getting tighter and tighter with trend thrust. Tighter and tighter and tighter, right? This is helping me build the thesis that there is potentially a shift in momentum. But we called it out here with the that there was a level right there. That level at 5406. It's literally consolidating right there, guys. So we need a break of that level. And then things get interesting as we come down to 5400. But we need a break of that level. Make sense, guys? I told you be mindful of this level at 5406. So let's just wait and see what happens there. All right, MNQ. So MNQ still structurally has not changed, guys. Has not. Let's see. RTY. And wow. Okay. This is really, really interesting. Look at how this is being held up by everything. RTY. It's being held up by the level that we have here at 74, 75, 74.5. And then you got your entry here at 75.5. Looks like it wants to bounce off of Excel here. This is interesting. Right, guys? Okay, so every line on the chart should be viewed as a level because every line on the chart is valuable information, right? And so we're looking at what's happening here. Oh, nice. It still wants to go, guys. It still wants to go. Trending down. This level here is for all the marbles. This level here at 74.5. That's for all the marbles here, guys. We break that there. Then it's a whole lot of fun. Right? So we'll see. We'll see. Who is in a trade right now? Anybody in a trade? No show of hands. Anybody in a trade? MQ short. No trades for me yet. The gamer. All right. No trades. No trades. MES to this. Okay. All right. So, are you guys going short with MQ? Because I went short MQ. Fair question. Did you go MQ short because I went MQ short? Nope. Okay. You say yes, sir. MQ gray, no trade. Yeah, no trade. No trade at all. Nope. Good. Good, good. Waiting for trade designs. Good job, guys. Those who are waiting for the trade designs, good job. So, let's see what's happening here. ES, in full disclosure, I am down 3,000 with NQ. So, pretty much broken even. Ta-da! My point made for the day, right? When you're up, you just walk away, right? Seems like a long trend day, so no short. And that is a very, very valid observation, right? And so then I'm going to go ahead and do something. 1 second here, because I have to. All right. And okay. All right. Let's see. Sad. What's up, bro? What is going on? All right. So I learned a long time ago not to take the same trades you take. Not because you don't win, but because I want my win or loss to be because of me. There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, once again, full disclosure, I was down. I closed that trade. I was down $3,000. I closed that trade. And so I'm pretty much break even. Right. So, break even. Pointless, right? My whole day now just pointless. It could have been avoided if I traded with smaller size. Remember we were just talking about that earlier in the stream, right? I went 5 contracts. I could have traded smaller, and I could have preserved my money. So, hey, we showed all here live. My wins, I'll lose, whatever. But proof of concept. Win or lose, you get proof of concept. Also, yeah, market waiting for CPI tomorrow. I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, let's see here. We're gonna wait and see what we have here. Yeah, that's more like it. All right, cool. Gabe, what do you think of the ES bounce at the 24 EMA? I don't trade any EMAs. Exactly, J-Mac. That's all I wanted to prove. That's why you walk away when you're green. That's it. That's why you walk away when you're green. It's happening. Oh, yeah, I think so. It's possible. Looks like it. Let's get on over to ES here. Let's see right here. Okay, ES, it's happening. Haha, no, not revenge trading. No, I don't revenge trade. What? No. No revenge trading. I know exactly what I need to do. So here, ES, coming on down. Very possible. It could be very possible we're stuck in a range. People were talking about ES being in a range. Yes, very freaking possible that we're in a range. It's just that we have a whole lot of evidence to indicate that, hey, we're going down, right? Let's see. Let's look at M and Q. That looks like it's going down. And we break below here. It's an easy move down to super trend here, super trend level. That's all that is. All right. So you guys, you witnessed, right, how 5395, we go to ES. Yeah, we broke that level there. It broke, it was literally this, guys. So we talked about that. It was breaking this level here. And then you have 400 even, right? That's going to be your level right there. We want to see, there you go, nice. Market doing nice things right now. Nice. Yeah. We're just hanging out here. Okay. Yeah, 5406 is a problem. 5406 is a problem. I also had a problem. My problem was that my day almost ended worthless. That was my problem. My day almost ended worthless. So, yeah. I'll show you guys live. That's my problem now. I gotta make sure my day does not end worthless. I hate streaming and trying to prove points, right? But yeah, I was break even. Now I'm profitable, and I should just take that and just say, okay, that was $1,800, right? I'm done. Okay, so let me explain what I did there. This whole time, I mean, yeah, I'm trading on Q, but I'm trading really small relative to my port size. And so that's, 5 contracts is 5,000 in margin. You're going 15, that's 15,000 in margin. But still really, really, really small compared to my port size. So I'm able to, if I'm wrong, guys, I'm able to trade a little bit larger to make up for the times that I'm wrong. And I'm barely red ever. And so that was it. So now I'm officially going to be done. Why? Okay. I introduced volatility to my port for no freaking reason, other than to showcase to you guys what introducing volatility to your port can do to you. Now, we're up 2,000 or 2,500. I gave it back, and then I had to close that trade at $1,800 profit. I left money on the table. Did I not? I did. So I introduced unneeded and unnecessary volatility, and that sucks. And that's how I gauge my trading. I gauge my trading not on did I make the best trades. I gauge it on how efficient I was on the day. And if I'm winning a trade and then losing a trade and giving it right back, to then get back in a trade, to win the trade, to take another trade, to give it back, I'm not efficient. And I feel like a lot of people use the market for the wrong reason. Everyone's using the market to get rich. No, you don't do it to get rich. You do it to become more efficient. So, when I was right, and it was obvious, remember market open, it was obvious what the market was doing. That's where you make your money. It was obvious, right? A lot of traders give it back in these zones of uncertainty. And it's this. Guys, I want you to take a screenshot of this, because it is this here is what it looks like when you start giving it back. That's what it looks like. Let's go ahead and turn off the candle here. And what do we see? The ribbon just going entirely flat. Not building momentum any which way. It looks like it'd be going down, right? But, I mean, it's not going down. It looks like it, but it's not, right? It is what it is. So, I managed to bail myself out of a little bit of trouble there. Now I go on with the rest of my day. Not going to tempt fate more than once. Let's see. Alright, guys. I think I'm done here. Gotta get ready. Alright, Vin, cool. Okay, let's look at what Vin did. So he played spy. Guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's check out what Vin Cool did here. So spy on 15, and he says I played the spy 15-minute call bounce of Titan Excel and 13. Alright, so you played this bounce here at 10:30. Right, you played the candle because of your time frame. It was also bottom of the range box. The range box means nothing. It's not actionable, right? What you did was I can see what you did here. And yeah, you totally played the candle because you're on the 15-minute, right? What did it look like on the 5? Right? What it looks like on a 5 is you simply bounced off of super trend. That's all that was. That's all that was. And when you really look at what that price action is, it's just consolidation. So, if you want to, okay. If you want to use the 15 for a trend, cool. An actionable moment on the chart where you actually jump in a trade? No. Hell no. You want to go on over to the 5, maybe even the 1 minute. Look for an actionable moment so you can jump into the trade. Doing so off the 15 is dangerous. Again, this is the 15 and this is the 5. That's dangerous. Okay? Let's go ahead and look at Mara really quick, and then I'm going to wrap things up. Nothing to see here, really. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Really nothing. Anyways. Hey guys, I'm signing out. See you guys Thursday for study hall, where we're all about just making money. There ain't no fucking around and guessing anything and playing pivots and breaks and all that stuff. We just make our money, right? I'm glad he had an aha moment today. That's why he exists. Let me make the mistakes so you don't have to. Daniel Bitch, you like the comp game? Well, it's because I'm tired and I'm not loaded up with coffee. I need to go take a freaking multivitamin right now. Alright, guys. Peace.